Hi, good morning. Today is the last day of September 2025. Tuesday. And I just completed today's morning workout. Let's take a look at the workout requirements and movement standards. Manisha, bam. Hi, good morning. Okay, that's for today's workout. It is divided into 3 parts. You gotta follow the written sequence, and each round, each part has 3 movements. The movements for each part is the same. The only difference will be the number of reps. Okay, so the workout is for time. You're gonna start off with part number 1, 1 round of 12 reps of single arm ground to overhead, left hand only, followed by 12 reps of single arm ground to overhead, right hand only, and 12 reps of burpees. Okay, you only need to do 1 time of part 1. Okay, then part 2, we're gonna do 2 rounds of that. So 2 rounds of the same movements as above, as shown above. The only difference, like I said, will be the reps will be lesser this time. So 2 rounds of 10 reps of single arm ground to overhead left hand, 10 reps of single arm ground to overhead right hand, and 10 burpees. You're gonna do that for 2 times. Okay, so once you completed 2 times of this part 2, then we move on to the final part 3, which is 3 rounds this time. 3 rounds of 8 single arm ground to overhead left hand, 8 single arm ground to overhead right hand, and 8 burpees. Okay, so you gotta do that final round, final part 3 times, and then we're gonna end at over there. Once you completed your last 8 burpees, that will then the time will stop. Okay, if you have any questions, remember, just direct DM me so that I can answer you directly. Okay, so let's check out the movement standards. Hang on, please. And while you are waiting, please don't forget like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will help us out a lot. Your engagement really does help a lot, so that we can show more similar contents to you more regularly. Okay, so as you can see, you have a dumbbell here, and you're going to perform that single arm ground to overhead, right? So you're going to start off with your left hand. From the camera, it looks like I'm doing with my right hand, but it's actually my left. But anyways, in any case, you're going to start it off with the object under you directly, so not far away like this, alright? Make sure it is under you directly. Then every time when you go down to the ground to carry something, make sure your back doesn't round. Okay, it's going to be very tiring on your lower back later on if you do so. So make sure Then you always have the chest up, hips to the back, hands down and catch the handle and pull on the ground to overhead, which is your lock the knee, standing straight. Okay, then continuously doing that for 8 reps. Okay, so you can see from the side profile here. Make sure that my hips is at the back, keeping my back flat, chest up, and pull until I'm standing straight. Touch, touch. Okay. You can also do this with another way, because it's written there, ground, shoulder to overhead, right? Oh, sorry, ground to overhead. So, 2 ways of doing that. Number 1 will be you immediately snatch from the ground to overhead, right? The other way will be from the ground up to your shoulder. In your shoulder, you do a press. And on your right hand, same thing. Okay, you can do that also. But remember, you need to make sure that you're going to start off every time a new round using your left hand first. Okay? Especially for those that are, for us, that we are right-handed. Our left hand usually will be a bit weaker, so it is much more advisable that you always start any workout that requires to use a single arm alternating. Start with your weak side first, so that you'll be able to build more strength over at the weak side. Okay, and you can end on your strong side. Okay, so we go into burpees. So for the burpees, right, as you've seen how I did my workout just now, I got two ways of doing this. So I'm going to show you the modified version first. Firstly, you're going to stand over your mat. Then from this position, with the hands down, you're going to step back, lower yourself down, stand up, and get up. Okay? Remember, push your hips back, step back, step up, and then. Okay. Then for the regular burpee, is same starting position. The only difference is you're gonna drop, kick, up. Okay, again, jump, down, up, down. So whichever way that you feel it's efficient to you, use that style of burpee and move accordingly. Okay, and try to move efficiently as much as you can. All right, so once again, let's take a look at the workout. As I mentioned, the workout is divided into 3 parts. You need to follow each part. You got to finish each part before you can move on to the next part. Okay, so part number 1, it is 1 round of 12 reps of single arm ground to overhead, left hand only, then 12 single arm ground to overhead, right hand only. Remember, as I've mentioned just now during the movement demonstration, you can perform the ground to overhead 2 ways. Number 1 is the immediate power snatch from the ground to overhead, or you can also try power clean and shoulder press, shoulder push press, push jerk. Okay, 2 ways. then followed by 12 reps of burpees. So you only need to do that for one time. Then move on to part number 2. So part 2, as you can see, for the black wordings, it's written there 2 rounds of. This time the reps will be lesser, which is 10 for each round. So it's 10 single arm ground to overhead left hand, 10 single arm ground to overhead right hand, and 10 burpees. So you got to do that for 2 times for part number 2. Once you're done with that, then we're going to move on to part number 3. So this time, as you can see, once again, the black wordings, the black title, 3 rounds. For part number 3, this time it's 3 rounds, but the reps will be a bit lesser. Okay, so 8 reps of single arm ground to overhead left hand, 8 single arm ground to overhead right hand, and 8 burpees. So you got to do that for 3 rounds for your final before you can finish the workout. Okay, so once you completed your last 8 burpees, third round 8 burpees, and that is when your time will stop. Okay, right, hopefully you see that you can see that the workout is quite straightforward. We have 2 main movements. The single arm ground to overhead left hand, single arm ground to overhead right hand, and burpees. These 3 movements only, right? So the only difference will be the number of rounds that required for you to complete. So just remember, read the title carefully and do it correctly. Try to move as efficient as you can, and break anywhere if you feel like you need to. Okay, so don't worry, don't take your time. Okay, just enjoy the workout. All right, so that's all from me today. I would like to thank everyone that have joined me this morning. I apologize for starting the live session a bit late. Now is what time? Now it's already close to 10:30. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you find this workout fun, challenging, and let me know over at our comment section how it made you feel, what kind of weight that you used, and how long it took you to finish the workout. All right, share with us so that we have some kind of reference with each other. For me, I think I finished, if I'm not mistaken, over 15 minutes. Really took my time, but maybe for you will be a little bit different. We won't know, but anyways, I hope you find it useful and fun. And before we end, just want to remind you once again, in the beginning of the video, I've mentioned today is the last day of September, which is 30th of September 2025, Tuesday, and it's a bit grayish right now. Okay, it came early this morning, about maybe 3 o'clock, around before 4 a.m. So that is a bit wet on the ground, but nevertheless, it's also a little bit warm already, starting to get warm. So in any case, do remember to stay dry, stay warm, stay hydrated at all times. Stay active if you can. Every 15-20 minutes, try to just move your body around, do some light stretch, some joint movements, and don't forget Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Yeah, do all those. Follow us here, and so that you'll be notified with any new video uploads later. Okay, and don't forget, stay hydrated with warm water, room temperature waters only. All right, take care. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Bye. Which is tomorrow. Bye. Bye.